Welcome to Tavern Archery. I'm Johannes von Hammersbach, and after a day on the archery field, we come into the tavern, grab a pint, sit down, and chat about all things target archery. Prost. Right now, I'm sitting with Baron Colin Maxwell for the Kingdom of Atlantia, Deputy Earl Marshal for Target Archery. I'm your host, Johannes von Hammersbach. So as you're getting into archery, target archery, and the SCA, what are the bow types that we can use within the SCA? Can you take a few moments and explain that?
Right. It's pretty simple. We use longbows, recurves. They can be Eastern type recurves with the big siyahs, the big, all that kind of thing. We also use crossbows. They have to be a medieval style crossbow. But recurves and longbows, you can use any recurve and longbow as long as it doesn't have cables and wheels and things on it. You can use it because we understand that not everyone has thousands of dollars to buy a U longbow or a $5,000 Middle Eastern pulling bow. So we use fiberglass laminated bows, and the only proviso is you need to be using wooden arrows. So wooden arrows, longbows, recurves, medieval style crossbows, and you're out on the field playing.
An archery events should be set up so the archer can have fun. You have your beginners, your intermediate, and your advanced, and then you have your oh my god archers. Those who walk on water and they can shoot a fly out of the middle of the sky at 100 yards away every time. But how do they get there? Is there a ranking system? Does the Kingdom of Atlantia have a ranking system that we could talk about from the very beginning novice all the way up to Grand Bowman Elite?
We do. We start out with novice, which is a royal round score. And a royal round score, as most people who are listening to this in the SCA who are archers would know, is 6 arrows at 20, 6 arrows at 30, 6 arrows at 40, and 1 speed round of 30 seconds at 20. And the ultimate goal in Atlantia is a Grand Bowman Elite, which means that your royal round average, your 3 highest royal rounds averaged together, average a score of 100 or more. And then the next one is 80 to 100, and that's Bowman Elite. And then Bowman is 60 to 80 and on down. When you shoot your first 3 royal rounds, even if your score is 2, you get a novice. And this also helps when you do your event, because everybody likes to shoot. Everybody wants to hit targets. And you can divide up your archers by their rankings so that novices are competing against novices, bowmen are competing against bowmen, and so on. So that you as a bowman whose score is a 65, say, going into an event, no, you're not going to beat the 6 archers that showed up whose score is 100 and have been shooting archery for the last 20 years. But right, they can compete amongst themselves, win a prize, and you can compete with the people who are at your skill level and win a prize.
That makes it, I believe, fair across the board, and it also encouraging for the novice who wants to strive to that next level, to archer or to bowman, and look to that Grand Bowman Elite as a mentor and ask themselves, what do I got to do to become Grand Bowman Elite?
Exactly. And I tell people when if they want to look at an archer, never look at a great archer and say, I want to do it exactly that way. Because everybody has bad habits. Everybody has things that work for them and maybe not everybody else. What you do is you watch 10 or 20 good archers and see what they have in common. So things like a full draw, coming to anchor, the solid bow hand, all those different things. Those things the good archers will have in common. But if you try to exactly copy someone, you're setting yourself up for failure.
Right. Yeah, archers should be themselves. They should shoot, learn the different techniques, the different styles, but find the style that works for them. So I think that's really important. So, Baron, what do you see for the future of target archery within our kingdom or within our SCA?
Well, within the SCA and within the kingdom, I think you're going to see archery grow. People are realizing that it is a gateway, that it is something you can bring and the kids can do and they can enjoy doing it. You can do it, every day for 3 hours so you're ready for the weekend events, or you can do it, once a year at Penzic and go out and have fun. It's not something that only the truly the people that really work hard at it can succeed at. It's something that you can go out, hit some targets, get a score, have a good time, and then go back. And it's just I just think it's just going to keep going as we get more and more people are finding out that archery is not just shooting at a 5-ring target, for 50 arrows. It's moving targets, it's ground targets, it's targets that come in out of the sky. It's, all kinds of things. It's distance shooting, close in shooting, shooting as fast as you can, but you better hit something when you shoot fast.
Right.
20 arrows at a target that don't hit anything get 0 points. 4 arrows that hit get points.
They get scored.
Exactly. So it's something that everybody can enjoy. You got targets occasionally that will talk back at you. A quick example, we had one. It was the Frenchman from the Monty Python, and instead of a 30-second timed round, it was 30 seconds of this Frenchman yelling at you. Most of the archers couldn't shoot it the first time because they were too busy laughing. But
so it's the heckler from the scene of Monty Python.
Right.
Okay, I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And he has his hands up and he'd go back and forth, and you're trying to shoot him as he's going back and forth. And meanwhile, he's yelling all these insults at you. So it was pretty good.
Funny.
But I've seen dragons come flying in out of the sky. I've seen, the quintains and the pendulums and all those things. And it's just a lot more to it than just pounding away at a 5-ring target on an archery range somewhere. And as that gets out and people do it more and more, archery surges. So I think the future is very bright for archery in both the kingdom and SCA wide.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Baron. I appreciate you just stopping by and spending a few moments. We've been chatting with Baron Colin Maxwell. He is the Deputy Earl Marshal of Target Archery for the Kingdom of Atlantia. And this is Johannes von Hammersbach saying good evening and good night to everybody. And thank you for coming into Tavern Archery.
All right. And good evening and good night to you too.